Once Human just got a massive new feature. I'm going to go over the entire details there, how that actually works, and the new system around that. Additionally, with that, we got a brand new shop update. We'll cover all the details there, as well as a new patch and a fair play announcement. We got a ton to talk about. What's up, world? It's Utopia here, back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things Once Human. Let's just jump right into it. Again, yes, you heard that right. Once Human just got a massive new feature, and we even get the June update preview, which also includes custom servers. Yes, those are finally coming out, and we even have the dates and trials for that, where they say here, community servers will launch an early access trial on June 5th. This marks a bold step in exploring the new game mode, and they also want to address some of your most frequently asked questions. What essentially is a custom server, at least pertaining to Once Human? Well, it is a player-managed rental servers that let you be your own GM. You can rent an official Once Human server at a cost price. There is no markup there, however, meaning you are paying dollar for dollar what they're paying for those servers. So essentially, they aren't making any money on the server system. It's just the only way that they could do it sustainably. There's going to be a full end-to-end management with zero setup hassle and top security, where you can invite your friends to join your world with customized settings. Well, how and why do you go about building these custom servers? So they're going to go over why their official servers actually beat the do-it-yourself. Theirs are secure and stable with NetEase managed hardware 24/7 support. Also, these are high performance with optimized resources to minimize lag. They are plug and play with instant activation, no fiddly configs. And again, it is at cost pricing. Complex open worlds equals small player count at high cost, but they will eat the markup cost there. Again, meaning you are paying dollar for dollar what the NetEase and Once Human devs are paying as well. So they aren't making any profit on this. Next up here, they go over the custom server rules, the rental guidelines, server data rules, and the parameter adjustments, as well as a few other systems. The entry points will vary by platform, but for most people it's going to be on NetEase's website, where you can pay for packages, you can choose your duration, and your max player count. Now the pricing for that isn't available just yet, but I will link down below to the NetEase website where you can see where that will be available eventually. For the server data rules, they have no cross-server data, so the characters will stay bound to those servers. Of course, because you can be GM and you can change the rules, they don't want you bringing anything else to the regular servers. That's going to be pertaining to private servers and the rented servers only. Now, nicknames on there will persist, all other data wiped unless you hit reset to default, so you can, of course, have a wipe system there. If it's expired for 30 days, that will be a permanent deletion, meaning that all character data and all data on the server will be wiped. There will be currently no monetization or cosmetic transfers during this early access period. I assume they want to get that all up in order. However, currently at this moment, it looks like you won't be able to transfer any of those bought or paid for cosmetics just yet. That also applies to Progression System and even Eternaland. Eternaland is entirely disabled through this system, so essentially custom servers and official servers are separate with no data shared between them. Now, what can you modify with these servers? What can you make custom about them? Well, the host can tweak a ton of different gameplay variables. The available scenarios currently are Manibus, The Way of Winter, and Raid Zone. Looks like Endless Dream and Prisonverse are currently not available. They do mention that most changes will apply instantaneously, but some will need a restart. Now that could mean they need to wipe the server, or they mean a restart as the server just kind of restarts. People will be kicked offline. I do assume that's the case if you are just changing some simple settings. Now you'll get a ton of in-server permissions. The host has access to a complete control panel. You can spawn items, run commands, appoint admins with full manage rights. You can also kick and delete characters. That is irreversible. The servers can include up to 500 users with an auto-delete inactive character system. However, you can also manually do that as well, but once it fills up with 500 users, that will be the cap. Now this is actually starting a lot sooner than later. And I mean literally next week. Again, there's going to be early access trial phase. They are currently having limited sales and invites, but this does start from June 5th to the 18th, so you get a decent 2 weeks there to try this out. Now the regions will be capped. There will be preview details on the rental page. I assume it's going to be to most of the larger regions, like NA, EU, and SEA. This also will be free for code dev contributors, so pretty cool there if you did contribute or are willing to sign up through this period, you can do so. And again, that is to all metas that had previously participated in code dev events or are recognized community contributors. To add on to this, I might actually have my own private server here soon. I'm not 100% on that, but if you guys want to participate in that, just have some fun, mess around, I might look into that, run a poll for things, see if you guys actually would want to play on a custom server, and what we should do as far as the scenario type. That'll be some later details, though I'm not 100% for sure. They do mention here there is trial pricing. that'll be refunded as Christogen, or that will be returned back to you within 5 working business days post-trial. So if you did spend anything during this period, you basically do get a refund, although again, it's going to be in-game currency. There's also going to be no renewals or upgrades until June 19th, so once that early access period does end, you'll have to wait till the 19th to actually buy it with the full launch. Where again, that paid content will be disabled until launch. So June 19th, all of your store items will then be fully synced with these custom servers. They of course do want to mention that this is currently in beta and bugs will happen, but you can report issues at any time for fast fixes. They are actually really quick. There was a few bugs on Endless Stream. Those were patched pretty much within the hour of being reported. There are of course a few major ones that have some issues, but they've been dropping patch after patch after patch for that scenario. It's been pretty cool to see, and they are pretty fast on that. And of course they say there's going to be more custom gear, gameplay mods, and item shops coming post-trial, which is pretty cool to see there. Speaking of the item shop, we actually did get a brand new shop update, or that includes the new cosmetics for May 29th. We have the full custom dye set variant here. That's for the Blaze Wind set and the Frost Ember set, so both of these could be to your liking. There's also some new weapon skins, an emote, even a core hunter theme pack, at least for your name card. There's also some additional cosmetics like the Fluffy Paw, which will be on sale for only 60 Christogen, and a few additional weapon skins here as well as helmets. So a pretty decent shop update there overall, especially if you're not into the loot crates. Moving on, we did actually get a May 29th and 28th patch. That included some turret and portal durability changes. Those have now been restored down back to their original values. Again, as I said, Endless Dream got a ton of bug fixes here. Environmental effects, extended external sleeping. They fixed some missing mimetic specs, and resolved other freezes as well. Or last up, they did some UI and combat tweaks. Moving on, we do have some community mentionables here. This first one pertains to exactly what scenario people are playing. Now this was just done over on the Twitter page. I'll run a poll today, maybe on Discord as well as YouTube, just to see what people are playing. But from the official Once Human Twitter here, we do see most people are playing either Stall for All Inversion or Endless Dream, with only 8% saying they play PvP, the spin-off mode, which is that raid zone. Again, I'll run my own poll here on YouTube, just to kind of gauge what people are playing currently, and which of the 3 that they are choosing. I for sure see Endless Stream being the most popular. My server is insanely populated. I haven't seen this even back at launch. It was pretty popular at launch, but comparatively, there's been insane amounts of chats. There's been a ton of people basically everywhere. I'm always encountering other players. I've been enjoying that very, very much so, and it has been super refreshing. Curious on how your guys' experience has gone, especially if you're in Raid Zone. I haven't actually had a chance to play that just yet, which, speaking of that, we did have a fair play announcement, and that ran from May 6th to May 27th, where they did ban nearly 2,000 players. So they definitely are keeping up with their anti-cheat there. Really cool to see that. I love that they publish these, and I hope they continue to do so. Overall, that's about covered for today's video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces.